This is going to be really awkward. But hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Tony, it is me, it is I, and for today's video, I'm going to be talking about a topic that I've been wanting to talk to you guys all about for such a long time now, but I've been kind of holding back on it. And this topic, obviously you guys can tell by the title, is a topic that is a little bit of informal, at least for me, on my opinion. And I want to make my channel into something where I can share my life. Whatever I want to post, I want to be able to post it. And I'm going to be sharing things that happened to me, my experiences, how my life has changed since being on HRT. One of those topics is going to be about sex. Now, sex can be kind of taboo, I guess, but I wanted to talk about sex, my sex life, with all of you and share it and let you know it's changed for me in the past year and couple months, something that maybe we should talk about more. And there's many trans girls out there that talk about this, I think, out there. I've seen a couple of videos, but I just wanted to share my experience with all of you and let you know. So the one thing that I did want to share with you all is that it is crazy to me to think now how being on HRT completely changed my mindset about sex and having sex. Because before being on HRT, I think when you're a boy and you have testosterone and all those things running through your body, you're like, yeah, let's get it in, let's do it. You want to get dick down, you want ass, you just want to have sex. But honestly, literally, I'm not even kidding y'all, about a month in, yeah, I want to say about a month in on me being on HRT, I decided that I no longer wanted to have sex. I saw sex in a completely different different light. Like, and when I mean a different light, I don't mean like how can I explain it? I mean like it just wasn't the same anymore. I didn't see sex as just a thing that you pound and do. I almost felt guilty. I don't know if that makes sense. You almost feel guilty. At least I felt a little bit guilty. And it was more so like I felt like I had given my body away to somebody who didn't really care for it, or it didn't matter to them. Like, does that make sense? I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. And that took place fairly quick. Literally within like the first month or so, I completely cut off all my sex drive because I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to have sex. Also, when you're on hormone replacement therapy, I wanted to let you guys know that obviously your sex life is going to change completely, because hormone replacement therapy, you're kind of stopping the testosterone in your body, so you will not be as sexually horny, sexually aroused, or you don't get horny as easy, if that makes sense here. Just because I feel like men, if you rub their leg, they're like, boom. But once you're on HRT, it just doesn't happen that way. You don't just like get hard, or you don't get sexually you just don't get hard, if that makes sense. And that's one thing that I noticed, and it was scary. I will tell you guys that it's very scary for me, because when I started to take this right here, it scared me, because at the end of the day, like, depending on how old you are when you start HRT, like I started HRT in my 20s, so that meant that I had you know, a penis for XYZ years, and that was a part of my life. It's something that I explored. So when the doctor told me like, hey, your sex drive is going to go down and you're not going to be as sexually like horny, you're not going to like, you know, you're not going to come, for example, you're gonna it's going to dry out and you're not going to be horny all the time. That was scary. Honestly, I think it's scary because it's part of your sexual life and it's part of who you are. And for someone to tell you, hey, you're not going to wake up excited and things like that, it is very scary for you to accept that to yourself. Like, it literally, like, I think the first 2 months I was terrified every single day, because it's almost like you're losing that part of your body, and that is still a part of you regardless if you are trans. Like, it is just a little bit of who you are. It's scary to know that you don't get horny as easily, if that makes sense. It's a little scary. One of the reasons also why I kind of just decided to give up the whole sex thing was because I noticed that sex didn't mean the same thing that it used to mean to me. As in, like, now I wanted sex that was filled with passion and a little bit more warmth. I don't know if that makes sense to all of you, but I didn't want to just feel like a man, if that makes sense. I wanted to feel more feminine, and I wanted to be with somebody who was going to make me feel that way, you know. So that was another reason why I kind of just gave up that whole, like, sex thing because I wasn't feeling that. And I think that when you are transitioning, those are things that you want to feel. You want to feel feminine. You want to feel like a woman in the bedroom and whatnot. So when I started to lack that was when I decided that I wanted nothing to do with sex. Sex, literally none of it. I completely cut that off because I didn't find it appealing. Also, another thing that I noticed was when talking to boys or men, whatever you want to call it, when I would tell men like, hey, I'm going through this change, like I am, you know, transgender and whatnot. One thing that kind of was a big turnoff for me, and I don't know if my sisters feel this way out there, but when men automatically will, like, if somebody sends me a dick pic within like the first hour, I'm like, girl, bye, unbothered. I don't want to look at your dick. Does that make sense? Like, I don't care for it. Then, another thing was, this is going to be really awkward, but I don't like when men or somebody that I'm kind of just talking to right off the bat start asking me if they can touch my gender area, if they want to touch the goods, like down there. Like, I don't know, it's weird because I don't identify as a boy, if that makes sense. Like, you truly do not identify as a boy. So when somebody's like, I want to play with your junk, it makes me feel a little uncomfortable, and I don't know how to explain it, but I don't like when they do that, and I don't know if any of you feel that way, but it makes me feel uncomfortable, and it's something that I'm kind of dealing with. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Just there it is. That would probably be the last thing that I wanted to share with all of you. If you liked this video, if you thought it was TM or it wasn't enough, let me know down below. Click the thumbs up button. If you all have questions or anything specific, anything that you guys want to see, let me know down below. I'm up to sharing that with all of you. Also, look out for this little hair tutorial video that's going to be coming out soon. And with all that said, my sisters and friends, I will talk to you all later. Bye, everyone.